Hello, Deborah here. Update from the studio, which is the hottest part of our house normally. It still is the hottest, but it is completely doable. I can't believe this. So we posted the video yesterday about the third heat wave, and yes, we are right in the middle of it now. And Mark installed the window film everywhere. And I included a segment that showed him installing all of that, and he did a beautiful job. And it's just astonishing, the temperature difference in the house. Again, the ground floor is just lovely. It's like stepping into a refrigerator. The middle floor, where my office, the master bedroom, one of the bathrooms, and the entrance to the roof terrace is, that's delightful there too. Now I came up here not sure what to expect, and Mark said, oh, you could be up to 27 or 28. No, it's 25 here. 25 is very doable. I can live up here and work up here. So I'm thrilled to bits about this. So I am now not self-banning myself from my own studio. I can come up here, I can paint. Happy times. Yay! I'm back in the studio. You know how bad it is? I mentioned yesterday that they were changing the prediction, and Mark went, no, don't tell me that. Yes, they did. They said originally, it was supposed to be around 34. Today, it was 39 here in the village, and 39 is, in Fahrenheit, for those of you in other parts of the world, 102.2. And the Meteo said last night, there's a possibility we will get back up to the 40s, which is what we had last week when people were just dropping dead. I'm very grateful for this house that I bought during the pandemic. I'm very grateful for my darling husband who rebuilt it. He tore it down to the bare stone walls in all 3 levels and rebuilt it. So we have insulation in the walls, insulation in the ceiling, insulation in the floors between every layer of the 3 layers. And now he's put the window film out there. And honestly, I can't believe the temperature difference. It's astonishing and quite wonderful. The temperature is bearable. Bearable. Very bearable. Even in the hottest part of the house. So this is just a quick update for all of our members. And I decided to, not put the other camera on a tripod and then sit down and do a talking to the camera thing. This is just me standing over the sink where I wash my brushes out and feeling delighted, absolutely delighted. I wish I could pass on this sense of delight to everyone who is suffering, absolutely suffering right now. I was just telling Mark before I came up here, one of the local feed and grain stores, your agricultural sort of stores, put an ad in the Facebook pages last week, at the very end of the week, that they were going to bring in a load of fans, and they posted pictures of all the different kinds you could get. You could get table fans like the one I've just shown you, and you could get the ones that are on stands. And the next day they were sold out. Absolutely sold out. People are desperate to have moving air. So I'm feeling very blessed, but I thought I would share this with you. We're going to be fine. We absolutely are going to be fine. And I wish that everyone here could be fine. The European governments are going to need to rethink their approach to how to protect their citizens, not just by air conditioners at the very, last minute for the hospitals and the nursing homes. How are they going to take care of this situation for everyone? So keep following us. What I'll do is I will continue to produce episodes that are fact-based, not Oh, my feelings about this are, no, I'm sorry. This is a fact-based channel. We are not going to discuss how you feel about it or what you miss about the good old days. I can sympathize with that. I can absolutely sympathize with that. I really can. But those days are long gone now, and we need to accept that and just learn strategies for moving forward, saving water. The worst thing that they've said in the last 24 hours is that we may not have any rain until toward the end, the mid to late part of the whole month. That's going to be desperate because there are spot fires that are breaking out everywhere for no reason whatsoever. No one's even around in the field, and the fire is starting. There's one right now that was just announced over in Caro, C-A-R-O, which is not that far from us. It's half an hour, more than half an hour away. But this is the new reality of how desperately strange it is. And we just watched a tiny little 30-second clip from the satellites that are flying overhead, and they're recording all over Europe the amount of fires that are breaking out. Okay, people, welcome to life. Hope all of you are well wherever you are. If you're in the EU, stay safe, drink water, stay cool. And if you're in the United States, you're under a heat dome now too. Be careful. Wishing all of you well. Bye for now. Deborah, who is about to go and fill up another glass of water because I bought another brand new San Pellegrino up here. And then I also have, sorry, I swung that too fast. I also have a water pitcher, so. Bye for now. The links to these next two articles are in the description. This is what happens when you have a house that's been considered eco-conscious, and it's suitable for cold weather climate, but not necessarily warm weather climate. And this had a child's bedroom that was 35 degrees at night. That's unsustainable. This article is particularly interesting. It's how agriculture may switch around here in France so that more crops are grown under cover in controlled environments under a roof, so that in the winter they're not hailed on or snowed on, and in the summer they're not absolutely scorched. We can't afford to lose this much food product.